Dear friends, we just celebrated Thanksgiving Day. Soon after that, the commercial countdown to Christmas has already begun. While the church calls us to a time of spiritual renewal for the celebration of the mystery of God becoming man. Today, we begin the season of Advent. On the one hand, Advent is a season of dazzling secular lights. Our towns and cities are all lit up in beautiful ways. It's also a time of spiritual slowing down as we are called to look within ourselves. Most of us find waiting to be very difficult. We try to avoid it with fast food, express lines, and even speedier internet connections. Advent means waiting or coming, and we wait for the coming of someone we love. When we go to the airports to catch a flight, it is very interesting to see the people waiting there for their loved ones to arrive from a flight. They are excited, eager. They are waiting for the first glimpse of that familiar face and to welcome them with a smile or hug. Similarly, we too wait for the Lord's coming with that kind of eagerness, hope, and joyful expectation. Because we know that we long for His loving presence in our midst. That's why the Lord tells us today, be alert and stay awake. Generally, biblically speaking, there are threefold waiting. First, we know that Jesus has already come into this world, into the human history 2,000 years ago. And now our waiting ends at the celebration of the Nativity feast. Second, we wait for his final coming in glory at the end of times. Third, we also experience His daily coming into our life through the Eucharist, through the Word of God, and through the various events of our life. Anytime we wait, we do so because we expect something to happen. We expect someone to come. When we wait for a friend, there is always an eagerness within us that makes us to look forward to someone with love. And so, during this season of Advent, we are asked to look forward to Jesus, God becoming one among us. In today's Gospel, Jesus instructs His followers to be alert and watchful while doing their Christian duties sincerely. When the Master is away, and He will return for certain at any time. When the Master does return, the faithful servants will be in good standing because they have been doing what they were asked to do, they were expected or supposed to do. They have done their duties with diligence and loyalty. As followers of Christ, we are expected to be ever vigilant because our Master is sure to return. As long as we are engaged in our duties faithfully, it doesn't matter when the Master comes. Although the time of His return is uncertain, the reward is for sure certain at His coming. Advent is also a good time to revive our resolutions that we made last year and to make some new ones this time, and thus to appreciate the Christmas mystery all the more intensely. It's a good time to start the family practice of prayer before the meals. It's a good time to select some charitable organizations to help other people. It's also a good time to mend our broken relationship within the family who have not been talking to each other for a while. It's also a time to renew the quality of our own Christian life, like our regular participation at Mass, our kindness and lack thereof in dealing with others, and our fidelity to the teachings of the Church, especially the protection of human life. Finally, dear friends, the transforming power of the mystery of Christmas is found not in the changes we make outside our homes, but what we find happening within our hearts. It is so tempting for us to get carried away by the holiday discount shoppings. At the same time, in the process, we can easily forget the true light, the light of Christ who came to save us, the humanity. Let's therefore make this season of Advent a time of spiritual renewal, preparation, a time to receive the Lord whenever and however He comes into our life. I like to end with a short quote from Mother Teresa about Advent. She said, "At this Christmas, when Christ comes, will He find a warm, loving heart? Make the season of Advent by loving and serving others with God's own concern and love."